What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Well, I've gone and done it. I've gone all in for this Lydia 6-star soul. Usually I don't participate in these type of winner take all events, mainly because I don't really stand a chance because of many factors. However, I decided to go all in on this because I actually have a ton of resources saved for training points. That's basically accumulated through years of playing and not participating or going all in for these training events. Like, for example, I didn't go for like Krisk or anything like that. Mainly a lot of it comes down to like, you know, your time commitment, whether you're able to, and of course the end reward, whether it's worth it or not. In this case, I really want the 6-star soul for Lydia. The big thing about this is that I would never be able to acquire this any other way without getting basically lottery style lucky. A 6-star soul for a champion that you use in the important areas of the game is actually infinitely valuable. So for Lydia, although she's not a debuffer I would use for like live arena or anything like that, she does get used in a ton of PvE areas for me. And a 6-star soul gives her additional speed, give her increased accuracy, resistance, make her easier to build, make her more effective, make her do more damage. So for me, this is very valuable. Also keep in mind that the 6-star soul is significantly more expensive and more valuable than a 5-star soul. So what we see usually are 5-star souls up for grabs, but this time it's a 6-star soul. So I decided to basically push all in on this soul for Lydia. Now, of course, I'm not really all in. There's still a lot to go. And of course, I want to do it as efficiently as possible, but I'll show you guys what's shaking down right now in my bracket. So you can kind of see here, I'm at 76,000. We're just about one day through. So after first day, this is kind of what I wanted, except I don't really want Grizz Matt to even think about chasing me, for example. I want this fight to be over, but of course, I just calculated my account and I have way more than this left. So I don't really want to spend more. Obviously, you want to be as efficient as possible. But we got 3 days left, so anything can happen. So for this champion training tournament, the side rewards are not very good. So I don't anticipate a lot of people going for the side rewards alone. So going for Lydia makes the most sense. Otherwise, you're just purely sitting out this training tournament. It is overlapping with CVC, so you will get some CVC points, but the CVC is non-personal reward. So it's not really a big deal. For the soul essences cost of this soul, I mean, you're gonna pay 100 for the 5-star, 100 of these big essences, and then you're gonna pay 300 for the big 6-star. So the 6-star in essence is more eternal soul essence than, you know, more valuable resources than basically all the 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5-star combined. It's a very valuable soul. It's something that I would never get otherwise because I have so many other champions that are priority to build to 6-star instead of Lydia. And since I'm free to play, like I don't really buy, like, you know, you don't really get these resources in any other way. In a year, if you do Iron Twins every day, you're basically just looking at getting enough of these Eternal Soul Essence to basically get 2 6-star souls. And Lydia, I don't know how many years it would be down the line before I would even think about prioritizing her to 6 stars. So that's why I feel like this training tournament is a good opportunity for me to scoop up a 6-star for an impactful champion that I probably would not focus on for probably many years. And of course, these training resources I've been accumulating for years, so it's time to kind of put them to use. Anyways, let's hop over to some of this stuff here. Let's collect this result. Coins, that kind of sucks. Well, so we've been doing a lot of campaign farming right now. I have a lot of multi-battles, so I'm just gonna be ready to use all these up. Ready to, you know, basically use up my gems. Resources that are replenishable, basically they're all in. I've been processing mystery shards. I basically finished the dungeon diver already just by doing campaign. So you can kind of see here, finished the dungeon diver just doing campaign in the last day. So far I've used maybe like 2,000 gems. In terms of mystery shards, they've been basically kind of staying even just with all the campaign farming. So I think I got a pretty good system right now in terms of just building up food. So I haven't even used my big points yet, but just building up small food for now. So I'll show you guys what I've been doing here. So you basically just go into Brutal. and then I would just basically run these guys, select use gems, edit queue, and then just basically load it up. And because I have so many gems and multi battles, this doesn't, I can just do this all day. So basically I just do this, I'll hop out, do other things. I've been cleaning out my stash quite a bit, but basically just doing anything else, right? So if I go into the tavern, for example, I could start ranking up champions here while things are actually running. That's kind of nice. I could pull shards if I want. So for example, I can pull shards. I'm definitely going to be pulling shards a lot throughout the event. Obviously, you need mystery shards, good stash of them to keep building up food and all that. So we've been doing that. And the good thing is actually I have a couple champions I want to build out anyways, especially for hard faction wars. So that's going to be something that, is going to just tie hand in hand with this event. So it won't be a stretch for me to add more and more points. As for the leaderboard here, we actually made it to the global leaderboard. I wasn't checking up on this significantly or trying to do anything with the global leaderboard. But basically, I landed on the global leaderboard here. I am ranked 6th overall right now. And I actually just woke up and I haven't moved from this. So most of the guys up at the top haven't really moved much in terms of overall points. Nobody's really climbing right now. I think maybe after the first day, sometimes you can find out whether you won or whether you are still fighting for it. It's unlikely that 2 guys in the top 10 would be duking it out at this point, I would feel like. I'm at 83,000. To be honest, I'm just gonna keep going. Like, we got 3 days left. I'm just gonna keep going. Don't really want to stop and give any kind of opening. Like I said, for me, it's just normal progression or playing through the game. So I'll just rack up points that way. It's not really, difficult for me to run multi battles in the background and stuff. Too bad we can't really do other things. But I have found ways to take advantage of the multi battles. Like, you can just go through your gear, which is really good. So I've been, keeping my stash nice and tidy. But yeah, just finding ways. Obviously the tavern work, you can pull shards, like I said, so it's you can find some stuff to do. Initially I knocked it pretty hard, like the multi battles, how they're kind of useless. Like, it would be nice to like run the silver keys, it would be nice to do some tag team, but you can't really do that stuff with the multi battles. But at least you can do other things too. Like, if I wanted to, I could do some forge stuff, do some forge stuff. That's actually, kind of efficient use of time. Been checking in on some of the events, which is really good. Obviously, I've been checking in on the champion training, like my bracket, pretty extensively. The other thing is, if you still feel like you want to go for this prize, you really have to scout out your bracket, whether it's actually worth it for you. Some things to look out for, obviously, like any players that are clanless players. It really kind of signifies that they're not really that serious in the game if they're clanless. You can also look at the clan banners, how active the clan is, for example. My clan, we're 5-star platinum clan, very, very active clan. So yeah, it's kind of like, you gotta scout out your bracket here a little bit. Like, we have Crafty here, he's from my UNG cluster. I spoke to him before going for this soul, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna go for the soul, like, it's all good. I don't really want to compete with somebody like that. So, and he gave us, yep, go for it. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens in the next couple of days, but I'm hoping just it to be done and not having to stress about it. Obviously these are very, very stressful, especially if it comes down to the wire and all that stuff. But I don't want to invite any player to come and run up the bill basically for this reward. Keep in mind that to get Lydia, so you have to have at least a minimum of 20,000. So you can't really get away really cheap getting her soul. Honestly, for me, even 50,000 points, like you don't really feel that safe. So I'm, like I said, I'm still gonna run this up for myself, just naturally, not gonna overly stress it or anything like that. But I want to keep a good distance. I want to make sure that, Grizz is not gonna try to come in here. We still have 3 days, so anything can really happen, and big points can definitely happen as well. So I just want to make sure that it's done. We are doing CBC right now. There is going to be, it's not personal reward, so it's not super important. Looks like our clan's going pretty hard right now to pick up the rewards. Unfortunately, no clan relic stuff this time. Let's check in on the multi-battles. So yeah, it's been, we can just run multi-battles all day, to be honest. So that's really nice. Background battles, you can still do some stuff. We do have a Dragon Turn Attack here. Not the best tournament to do if you want to do food and all that stuff as well. Sand Devil Turn Attack here as well. You could run Godseeker and Yuri with food, but you'll be paying more for this this Soulstone Prism or whatever. I don't think this is, great value for it. Getting potentially like a 1 or 2 star soul for all that energy is not really super great. Ice Golem Tournament, again, it looks pretty lackluster. So, I mean, the main focus is going to be this training tournament for the next couple of days for me. I mean, that's totally fine. And yeah, like I said, I've done a lot of campaign already. This mythical book, 7,500 points, basically done in a day. Maybe 2 days. Maybe it was 2 days. I don't fully recall, but it was done basically yesterday before CVC started. I held off a lot of my points. Sorry, I did most of my points outside of CVC because obviously you don't want to collect too many points for non-personal rewards. Potion Keep. Maybe I should run some Potion Keep. We are low on Ascension material or rank up or level the potions. So maybe I'll do some of that as well. But yeah, just prepping, making chickens, just getting ready for any kind of crazy pushes that might come our way in the next, next couple days. But that's what we're up to right now. Yeah, we're just going crazy for this champion training tournament. Hopefully, it's over. Hopefully the guy just says, okay, I give up, I concede. Like I said, we're currently ranked 6 in the global leaderboards. And I have no intention of stopping. So I'm just going to keep going. And it's totally fine. I'm not like stressing out or anything like that right now. I want to make sure that we have a sizable buffer so that I can rest a little bit easier. So anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are going for Lydia. What do you guys think about these tournaments? I know they're very, I have some opinions about them because basically like, one person wins the whole thing. It would be nice if they gave us, like her 1 or 2 star soul, maybe in the rewards. Maybe they can give like a 2 or 3 star soul for second or third. That would be kind of good. Just give people something. And the thing is, not everyone will have Lydia. Like, yes, some people will have Lydia, but not everyone will have Lydia. But it's kind of nice that, eventually people will get her. So here's another thing that makes the Lydia tournament very worth it for me is because my Lydia is only 1 star. So I'm getting the full value, right? I'm getting the value from 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I've seen people with 5-star Lydias and they're still going for the 6-star soul. So for me, like I'm getting like so much value in terms of essences. So it's worth a lot to me, right? So, but I wish that the event was a little bit more, inclusive for everybody. Like not everyone's going to have Lydia, and yeah, not everyone's going to care about these side rewards because frankly, they're kind of bad. Usually you see a mythical book somewhere here as well, and 15,000 for this top part, this top essence is really, really expensive. I think it's a good time to kind of chill if you guys, just in chill mode, and wait for the fusion. Fusion will likely happen next week. But yeah, anywho, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about the tournament. Are you guys going for it yourselves? Let me know your brackets and all that, how you guys are doing, any kind of strategies and tips that you guys have yourselves that you guys don't mind sharing. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate your time as always. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.